3 counts of first-degree murder. His wife, Tammy, remember, she dies back in 2019. No autopsy. They pop her in the ground, but as of all the other issues with the kids' disappearance, they exhumed the body, and what a surprise, died by asphyxiation or strangulation. So, Tylee Ryan, JJ Vallow, the children of the defendant's current wife, they go missing in September of 2019. Their remains were not found. It was in the defendant's backyard, but it wasn't until June of 2020. Now, if Daybell is convicted, he could face the death penalty. Yesterday, we watched body cam footage from November 26th. This is 2019. Take a look at this.
Hi, Lori. Lori and Lieutenant Ball, Police Department. How are you? You got a minute? You alone, or you got help?
My brother's here.
Okay. Let's take these gloves. Hello.
See you, Jim.
So, we're here.
Oh, this is a big mess. I just talked to the guy on the phone.
And what did he ask you?
He was just saying that he wanted to do a well check on JJ.
So, JJ would be where?
He's in Arizona.
Who's he with in Arizona?
He's with one of my friends in Arizona.
Oh. Oh, you got a notepad?
No, you want?
No. Come here. Mikey comes in.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
who's the friend he's with?
My friend Melanie. Her son has autism. Her name's Melanie Gibb. I gave him all the information on the phone.
Okay, so he can call him.
Yeah.
Or this part.
Yeah. What is all this?
We're a little
What is
concerned
it? Why?
because, well, the officers who were here earlier
Yeah.
were checking, and they got a bad vibe that like something was going on here because nobody knew anything about a child. They weren't talking.
It's because a lot of stuff has gone on. If you want to know, it's a lot of stuff. So.
Well, that's why we're concerned, because it just was kind of weird.
It is very weird. I've had to move around a lot. One of my brothers is trying to kill me. Not the brother that lives here, obviously. He's kind of my protector. My other brother that was in with my husband, who was trying to kill me for my $2 million life insurance policy.
No.
So a lot of stuff has gone on in this last year. It's been a horrible year for us. I've had to move around. And so I was going to move back to Arizona, put my son back in the school there because I tried to put him in school here at public school at Kennedy.
Okay.
He went for 2 months. We tried it, but he had such a hard time. Now, the person who called is my sister-in-law, but she's his natural grandmother. He's adopted by us. Okay, so her son, who is a drug addict, had a baby with a girl who's a drug addict, and they took him from, CPS took him.
Okay.
Gave him to the grandmother. She came by him, and then she wanted us to adopt him, which we did. And we loved him. My husband and I, who died earlier this year.
Okay.
He passed away. Since he passed away, she's been trying to fight me for him and being really horrible to me and that kind of stuff. She's kind of the paternal friend.
Okay, thank you.
Does that make sense?
That's what I meant. The paternal grandmother.
He has autism and ADHD. He doesn't really talk to people. Like he's very special needs. So I had him in a special needs school there. She was trying to. So what happened was, my husband, who we were married for 15 years and had raised all these 5 kids together, switched his life insurance policy to her, right? To his sister,
Okay.
who got $1 million when he died. And we got nothing. For me to raise JJ, and all the kids got nothing, and everybody got nothing. She got $1 million. So I knew she was going to try to sue me for him, or yeah, because she now has this $1 million, so she can hire people to help him, and I have nothing.
But you have legal custody.
He's my son. I adopted him when
Right.
he was 2 years. We had him from the time he was 8 months old till 2 years old. So she does nothing and wants to cause me trouble. So I don't tell people the truth about where we are and what we're doing because of those reasons. So I look like a suspect, but I am a good person. Raised all of my kids. I've done everything that I'm supposed to do in life, but everyone is causing me trouble right now. So.
We don't want to cause a lot of trouble. How long have you been here?
We've only been here since September.
Okay.
We moved up here in September. My daughter goes to BYUI.
Your daughter goes to BYU?
Yeah.
Does she live here?
Mm-hmm. So it's been a nightmare, but I'm going to go back to Arizona so I can put him back in the special needs school. He couldn't do the school here. It was too hard for him. He would scream and cry, take him to school. The principal would have to come out, try to drag him out of the car. Like, this was too hard. But I just don't tell people where I am. I don't tell her where I am ever. And she doesn't have any legal rights to anything. Like, she's been horrible to me since my husband died.
My understanding, she never called you to try to get the child, hey, I'm interested in the child back, but that.
I know, but she sends me these emails with, like, the date and, like she's putting up court stuff, like, she's documenting. I haven't heard from him in all this time. And so I've told her that he's fine. But
See, and we hadn't heard any of that as far as.
I'm just saying she's doing this as part of that, is my understanding.
And our only concern in this whole thing
Is that she's fine.
is the child.
I got it.
And so that's where we're at on the edge. And then
So
we were just a little weirded out when, and I understand now that we've heard your side of the story.
It's awful. They just I feel like I'm being tracked all the time. I'm like, why are police coming to my car? What did I do?
They said they were out visiting two guys, and I'm assuming one's your brother.
It was this, yeah.
Who was the other one? The other guy they were visiting with. There were two. Well, we had two detectives over here trying to.
Looking for you a little while ago.
Oh, because I was at the store.
And they ran into. Well, probably one of your brothers.
My brother and his friend, probably.
Oh,
He's
who's
been
that?
moving. Chad?
Chad from around? What's his last name? Yeah, okay. All right.
So it's just a mess. Like, just constantly causing me trouble.
Chad the Daybell?
He's an author.
Doesn't he live like out in the? He's not the Chad Daybell that. Didn't his wife pass away recently? Is that him?
I don't know.
But it is Chad Daybell. Yeah.
But it sounds familiar as an author.
I think I know one of his. He's got a couple of daughters.
He has lots of kids.
Okay. I'll bet it's safe. All right. Well, do you need anything else? Sorry to bother you.
Thank you.
We don't mean to be a problem.
I'm sorry that people are constantly knocking on my door. They are looking for me, and I just don't want to be found. So.
Okay, very important underlying investigation stuff. But guys, the first thing that comes to me is, man, she's cheerful for being 2 months. Put it in context: 2 months since her children were last seen. And of course, the story she's told to everybody is they're fine. They're either here in Arizona or they're everywhere, but not here. But in reality, we know they're gone. And she's very cheerful. So, Paul, in the context of this case, Lori's been convicted. That's done. In the context of this case, how does this trickle down to Chad?
So it all kind of fits together in this whole idea of the conspiracy that Lori and Chad had together to kind of plan the demise of both Tylee Ryan and JJ and Tammy. The way that this all kind of unfolds, with the very condensed timeline of them, of Lori and Chad getting married, and then this wellness check, and then she tells them they're in Arizona, and the boy's in Arizona. He's not in Arizona. They come back. Lori and Chad have left town. I mean, all of this goes to what is Chad, because Chad is the defendant in this case. What is Chad's involvement in this? How enmeshed is he in what's going on? And at this point, they've been able to figure out that they were already married at the time. They clearly are evincing what the prosecutors are going to argue is consciousness of guilt by the fact that a wellness check is done, and the next day when the police come back, they have fled town. So Chad Daybell is right in the center of all this, and they're bringing this out to show, Lori's certainly involved, but this is not just a Lori issue. And you can be sure that the questioning that's going to come around this video and the officers who put this video into evidence is going to focus on how Chad is enmeshed in this story at this point.
Yeah, it is a web. And stand by, Catherine. I'm getting to you on this topic and others when we come back from a quick break here. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to, as we say, pivot to look at the boyfriend cop murder trial. That's in Massachusetts. It is something. Stay tuned.